really want to talk about just some small mindset shifts that have helped me create the opportunities that I have for myself and how I've actually been able to achieve quite a few of my goals that I have for 2026 already. And we are just starting out with quarter two. So we're going to go ahead and just dive into some mindset shifts. So one of the mindset shifts that I did early on in 2026 was recognizing that I should not be focusing on all of my goals for the entire year all at once. I need to break this down and make them more tangible, create action items for them, also break them down and really focus on what I really want to achieve in the first quarter, second quarter, third, and fourth. And then from there, then I can break them down by months, by weeks, and then by days, and how I can create small habits to achieve those goals. So that was the very first thing, was making sure that I'm not looking at the entire year as a whole, but breaking them down into quarters and then even smaller bits and pieces. Second mindset shift was really honestly just believing in myself and just telling myself, like, I can fucking do this. I totally suck. It's okay. It's the first time that I've ever done this. Even if it took several weeks to get used to it, you're not going to be great the very first time you do anything. So just remember that no matter what, you can do anything, but also we just all have to start out as little baby calves learning a new skill or a hobby. You got to start in the crawling stages before you can get up and full blown start running. Third mindset shift, and this was kind of a different mindset shift because not everyone is in this situation, but I was working as an AGM of a hotel and I was on call 24/7, 365 days a year. When I went on vacation, I had to take my computer and my work phone with me. I would get calls at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I was burnt out within the first 3 months of that position, and I was there for about 6 months. The mindset shift that came for me in the middle of that time was taking every single piece of information and knowledge and skill set that I could to progress on into the future. And it is very difficult to get into that mindset when you're burning out, especially that early on in a career. I had changed that mindset. I started to be grateful for the things that I was experiencing and the leadership skills that I was developing on a totally different level. Looking at this as an opportunity to learn and grow was just a huge mindset change, because if not, I would not have been able to survive. I would have taken 3 or 4 jobs just to meet the salary, and on top of that, just to like get out of that job. For those of you who are in the hotel industry, props to you, and props to you for creating and designing the systems that make everything work while you were gone, because that was a huge thing that helped me as I progressed through that job. Fourth mindset shift I had to hit some of these other goals was just taking the leap, taking the opportunities as they arise, not being scared to show up for myself, for the job interview, for just to go run 6 miles. Like, I had to show up for myself and to take the leap, to believe in myself that I could do that. Taking the leap, taking the opportunities, but just literally going out there and doing the damn thing. And we don't really use try around here. I'm not going to just say, yeah, I just tried to do it, because I don't think that's a great word. However, when you're putting yourself out there, even when it's scary, that is what makes big changes. That is what's going to push you forward. And even if you failed at it, you're failing forward, because your brain is now rewiring to the point where you're like, oh, well, I did it once, I can do it again. Or I can do something harder next time because I already did it and it wasn't that bad. Believing in ourselves and putting ourselves into more uncomfortable situations, that is going to take us so much further. And that has truly helped me get to where I'm at now. And I am still quite a ways away from my dream life, but I am that much closer within 3 months of 2026 alone. Girl, I am ecstatic. Okay. So, shift number 5. And I don't even know if I want to call it a mindset shift, but I do want to let this be known that when you decide to be your own best friend, to show up for yourself, to take care of yourself, to do the things that you want to do, and you're not waiting for anyone else to go with you or to be alongside you or anything like that, you are going to make huge steps forward rather than waiting on someone else, waiting until you feel ready, waiting until you feel motivated, waiting until you are consistent enough. Like, girl, just do it. Just put yourself out there and just do it, because when you do, you are going to feel that much more on top of the world. Okay? Okay, bye.